The breaking news today is Brooks Koepka is coming back to the PGA Tour. I, for one, very shocked that this decision was made by Brian Rollap and the advisory board of the PGA Tour players, which consists of certain players like Adam Scott and Tiger Woods. This is a one-time deal, apparently. This is a one-time deal for the players, certain players, and there's only 4 of them who can come back, and Brooks is one of them, having won major championships. And if you've won the Players' Championship or any of the majors, you are entitled to come back on this returning member program, which is only open for at least a few more weeks. So the players who are available to come back are obviously Brooks, who's done that, Bryson DeChambeau, Jon Rahm, and Cameron Smith. They are the 4 players that could come back under this really quick decision that was made by the PGA Tour and the board. One I'm very shocked about, I would have to say, but I think it's a great decision for golf to get some of the best players in the world back playing on the PGA Tour. Obviously, it's going to cost Brooks a little bit. He had to write a $5 million check for his charity, and also no player equity share for 5 years. Now, I don't have a lot of time to get into the private equity share of the golfers, but just know that in 5 years, that could cost him anywhere between $50 and $85 million in his share of the player equity. Now, he will be available to play very soon. In fact, he's coming back at the Farmers Insurance, and then he will be at the Phoenix Waste Management Open. He will be back for these. I think this is a great idea. I think it's very wise, and I am going to be very interested in the next few days if any of the other 3 players jump. I think they will. I don't know if they all will, but I would say that 75%, I think there'll be another 2 players that will jump at this opportunity to get back and play on the PGA Tour. Live Golf decided this was a great thing for golf, and I think this is what they've always wanted, to be able to come and go and play as you like. But this is obviously a one-time deal to get the best players out of Live back onto the PGA Tour. I think it's a great decision. I think it's a very wise decision by the PGA Tour and the Players Advisory Board. And yes, it is going to cost them some money, but I think that at the end of the day, the PGA Tour is where everybody wants to be, and that's where the best players want to be. And I'm looking forward to seeing the crowd reaction. I'm looking forward to seeing the players' reaction of when Brooks comes back. And I think it's going to be nothing short of a wonderful welcome back to a really good guy and a really good golfer who deserves to be back playing on the PGA Tour. Let's just wait and see what happens in the next couple of days. I think 2 other players will jump. I'm not sure whether Bryson will. I think Cameron Smith will, and I think Jon Rahm will. And I think they'll take this opportunity to come back and play on the PGA Tour. Only time will tell. We'll be back this week later with my partner. He'll be back, and we'll be doing Tales from the Tips. Not just the one person, but yeah, let me know what you think about Brooks coming back. I'd love to read your comments. I think it's a wonderful thing for golf. Peace out. Mick out. Appreciate you guys.